India has seen many kings and queens. Their stories fill our history books with tales of battles and bravery. But some rulers are remembered not just for their power, but for their goodness. Ahilyabai Holkar was one such special queen. She was the ruler of Malwa, a kingdom in central India. She was not born a princess, destined to rule. Instead, she became a queen through her destiny and her strong character. Ahilyabai showed everyone that a true leader cares deeply for her people. She was a trailblazer, a woman who led with wisdom and a kind heart, changing lives for the better. Her reign was a golden period for her kingdom, a time of peace and prosperity. Ahilyabai Holkar was a queen unlike many others. She did not lead armies into grand battles for conquest. Instead, she fought different kinds of battles. She fought against injustice and for the welfare of her subjects. Her weapons were her intelligence, her compassion, and her unwavering sense of duty. She believed that her power was a sacred trust given to her to serve others. This made her a very different kind of ruler in a time when kings often sought more land and more riches for themselves. Ahilyabai focused on building, not destroying. Her story is a gentle reminder of what true strength looks like. Ahilyabai was not born in a grand palace. She was born in a simple village called Chandi, in present-day Maharashtra. This was in the year 1725. Her father, Mankoji Shinde, was the patil or headman of the village. He was a respected man, known for his honesty. Ahilyabai grew up like other village girls, close to nature and learning the ways of simple life. But there was something special about her, even as a child. She was observant, intelligent, and had a kind heart. Little did anyone know then that this village girl would one day rule a prosperous kingdom and leave behind such a shining legacy for all of India. One day, something unexpected happened. Malhar Rao Holkar, a famous Maratha commander and the ruler of Malwa, was passing through Chandi. He stopped at the village temple. There, he saw young Ahilyabai. She was only about 8 years old. He was deeply impressed by her piety and her calm, composed nature. He saw a spark in her, a sign of her future greatness. Malhar Rao believed that she would bring good fortune to his family. He decided then and there that she would be a suitable bride for his son, Kandarao Holkar. This chance encounter changed the course of Ahilyabai's life forever. After her marriage to Kandarao, Ahilyabai moved to her new home. Ahilyabai's married life with Kandarao Holkar began with hope. Kandarao was the son of the brave Malhar Rao. However, Kandarao was not as serious or responsible as his father wished. He was known to be somewhat pleasure-loving. Ahilyabai, with her gentle nature and wisdom, tried her best to be a supportive wife. She understood her duties and performed them with grace. She also became a mother, giving birth to a son, Mal Rao, and a daughter, Muktabai. These years were a mix of family life and learning about the affairs of the Holkar state under the guidance of her astute father-in-law. She was slowly being prepared for a larger role, though she did not know it then. A great tragedy struck in 1754. This was a major turning point in Ahilyabai's life. Her husband, Kandarao, was killed in the siege of Kumher Fort. Ahilyabai was heartbroken. She was still young and now she was a widow. In those times, there was a cruel custom called sati. When a husband died, his widow was often expected to burn herself on his funeral pyre. Ahilyabai, in her deep grief, decided to perform sati. It was a path many women in her position were forced or chose to take. She prepared herself for this ultimate sacrifice, believing it was her duty. However, her father-in-law, Malhar Rao Holkar, had other plans. He loved Ahilyabai like his own daughter. He knew her worth. He knew she was intelligent, capable, and strong. When he heard of her decision to commit sati, he rushed to her. He begged her not to do it. After the death of her husband, Ahilyabai was groomed by Malhar Rao Holkar. He trained her in all aspects of administration and military affairs. He trusted her judgment completely. Sadly, Malhar Rao passed away in 1766. This was another great loss for Ahilyabai. Her son, Ahilayabai Holkar, then ascended the throne. Unfortunately, Mal Rao was not a capable ruler. His reign was short and troubled, and he died within a year in 1767, possibly due to illness or instability. Suddenly, Ahilyabai found herself facing a critical situation. The future of the Malwa kingdom was in her hands. She had to make a choice. With courage and a deep sense of responsibility, Ahilyabai decided to take charge of the Holkar state. She petitioned the Peshwa, the head of the Maratha Confederacy, for permission to rule. Some nobles were skeptical. They wondered if a woman could manage a kingdom. But Ahilyabai was firm. She was ready to lead her army if needed. The Peshwa, impressed by her determination and her proven abilities, granted her permission. Thus, in 1767, Ahilyabai Holkar became the Queen of Malwa. Ahilyabai Holkar was a deeply religious woman. Her faith in God was a guiding force in her life. She believed that her rule was a divine responsibility. This deep spirituality manifested in her extensive architectural contributions, particularly in the building and renovation of temples and other religious structures. She did not confine her efforts to her own kingdom of Malwa. Her generosity and devotion extended across the length and breadth of India. From the Himalayas in the north to Rameshwaram in the south, from Dwarka in the west to Puri in the east, her handprint can be seen in numerous sacred sites. She truly was a queen who built for faith. One of her most famous contributions is the rebuilding of the Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi. This ancient and revered temple dedicated to Lord Shiva had been destroyed by Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Ahilyabai took it upon herself to restore this sacred shrine to its former glory. In 1780, she commissioned the reconstruction of the temple, which stands today as a testament to her devotion and her commitment to preserving India's spiritual heritage. This act alone earned her immense respect and gratitude from Hindus all over the country. It showed her courage to undertake such a significant project in a politically sensitive era. Besides the Kashi Vishwanath temple, Ahilyabai funded the construction and renovation of countless other temples. These included temples in Somanath, Gaya, Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Ujjain, and many other pilgrimage centers. She also built numerous ghats, which are steps leading down to a river, for bathing and religious rituals. The Ahilya Ghat in Varanasi is one such example. She understood the importance of these places for pilgrims and common people. Ahilyabai Holkar's style of governance was truly unique for her time. It was rooted in wisdom, justice, and profound compassion for her people. She believed that the king or queen was the servant of the people, not their master. This philosophy guided all her actions and policies. One of her most remarkable practices was holding a daily public audience. She would sit for hours, listening to the concerns and complaints of her subjects, regardless of their social standing. Farmers, merchants, laborers, women, everyone had access to their queen. This direct interaction ensured that she understood the ground realities and could dispense justice quickly and fairly. Her policies were designed to benefit all sections of society, particularly the poor and the vulnerable. She paid special attention to the welfare of farmers. She implemented fair land revenue systems and ensured that they were not exploited by corrupt officials. She encouraged agriculture by building irrigation facilities like wells and canals. For traders and merchants, she created a secure environment. She developed trade routes, ensured the safety of goods in transit, and promoted commerce. This led to the flourishing of trade and industry in Malwa, making Maheshwar, her capital, a vibrant center of economic activity, especially known for its textile industry. Ahilyabai herself lived a very simple and pious life. She was an embodiment of the principle of simple living and high thinking. She did not indulge in extravagance or personal luxury. The state treasury was used for the welfare of the people, for building public works, and for supporting religious and charitable causes. Ahilayabai Holkar ruled the Malwa kingdom for nearly 3 decades, from 1767 until her death in 1795. Her reign was a period of remarkable peace, stability, and prosperity. In a time marked by political turmoil and frequent warfare in many parts of India, Malwa under Ahilyabai was an oasis of calm and good governance. She left an indelible mark not only on her kingdom, but on the entire Indian subcontinent. Her legacy is not just of a capable administrator, but of a truly enlightened soul, a philosopher queen who lived by the highest principles of dharma and service. She showed that power could be wielded with grace and humility. She is fondly remembered by many titles. People call her Punya Shlok, which means one whose name itself is sacred and brings merit when uttered. This title reflects the deep reverence and affection people have for her. Historians and scholars have praised her as one of the wisest and most virtuous rulers India has ever seen. John Malcolm, a British administrator and historian who wrote about her, was full of admiration for her character and her rule. He noted how her name was spoken with respect and love by people from all walks of life long after she was gone. Her contributions are tangible and visible even today. The numerous temples she built or renovated, the ghats she constructed on riverbanks, and the dharamshalas she established for pilgrims continue to serve people. The city of Maheshwar, her capital on the banks of the Narmada River, still echoes with her presence. The Maheshwari saris, which she helped popularize by inviting weavers to her capital, are famous for their unique designs and quality. These are living testaments to her vision and her efforts to promote art, culture, and industry. Her architectural and cultural legacy is a precious inheritance for future generations. Ahilyabai Holkar's life story continues to inspire millions.